Checking trophy data. I must have done this on a PlayStation 3. E for violence.
Like your mom.
Presented by Sega.
They did.
Yeah. Well, kind of.
A very small percentage may experience seizure, so don't have a seizure.
Apparently this was created by Sonic Team.
No doubt.
We've got like a little FMV sequence here. There's no talking though, so I suppose we could talk over it.
What is this, the Ninja Turtles now?
No. Oh, and greetings all. This is Justinian the Great, and welcome to Sonic Adventure. Joining me is Sam the Car Guy.
I like pudding.
Oh, we watched this FMV sequence of at the beginning of the game.
Weird ass jank is that?
It'll be explained as we go on, kind of. I have to say there's one thing about Sonic games. They all have rockin' soundtracks.
You have a crush on the girl?
Me?
Yes.
No.
Knuckles. It's Ugandan Knuckles. Do you know the way?
Like I said, I do have to compliment Sonic games for having a good soundtrack. Or at least a rockin' soundtrack.
Yep. I had a friend growing up that was like diehard into Sonic, and I'm pretty sure his favorite character was Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah. The anti-Sonic.
Yeah.
Select a file.
As you can see, I spent a little bit of time playing this game.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Somehow I was able to complete the game in 4 hours. My first time through.
You do it in one day? What in the world was that?
No. This is a character select. Each character has their own campaign that you unlock throughout throughout Sonic's campaign, but we're only doing the first campaign.
Got it. Maybe we can do the other campaign between the next set of Sly games.
That sounds good.
They look so jank walking like they have a stick up their ass.
This looks pretty damn good for 1999, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! This is happening! Huh? What's up?
You are completely surrounded! Surrender yourself!
Verizon Johnson.
Lock on target, men! Ready? Fire!
Some big ass bullets.
Weapons are useless! Retreat! All personnel, fall back!
Oh yeah! This could be fun!
Everybody else is afraid of it, but Sonic's just like Oh yeah, this could be fun.
Been 84 years since he's had the touch of a woman.
By the way, it starts off with a fairly, well, if you don't know how to play the game, not so simple boss, but if you know how to play the game, fairly simple boss.
Looks like you just hurt yourself there.
By the way, the health system is rings. Essentially, if you lose your rings, you're dead in one hit.
Yep.
Still, you spill rings when you get hit, so you could almost immediately retain your rings. So
Yep.
it's slightly better than Sly.
A little bit. Well, the health system is at least. We did beat down.
That's
On you big drip. Where you going?
Oh no, Balls for Eyes Johnson got away in the vent. I'm after him.
You know nothing, fool. It's Chaos, the god of destruction.
That dude always looked like a weirdo.
Do you know his name?
I don't remember it.
Eggman.
Oh yeah, Dr. Eggman.
Or at least that's what Sonic calls him.
Huh? What? Tails? Watch out! You're gonna crash! Ah!
Wow, great voice acting.
Tails! Now, what am I gonna do with you?
The mouth isn't even synced up.
Yeah.
Who the hell
By
is
the
she?
way, by the way, you can interact with all of the NPCs in this game, and there are NPCs in all of the adventure fields. Not in the action stages, but in the adventure fields.
14 of 14 would date that blonde girl if I was in the Sonic universe.
Probably.
Man, that kid can just talk.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start the first action stage. Emerald Coast.
It's a hurricane. It's funny because there's
Our
actually
job is to rescue Tails.
at the
up?
time of recording this, there's a hurricane in the Atlantic named after me.
Sam?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's the greatest thing ever. Sam's gonna come and screw up a bunch of shit and then go away.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dick just like the real Sam.
Exactly. I have a car friend that had a hurricane named after him. He's like, "Oh no, please no." And then it turned out there was one called Sam, and he's like, "Go away." And I'm like, "No, your hurricane had its chance. Now it's my turn to come and screw shit up. You just hurt yourself like a
Oh
mother."
yeah. You gotta slow down before that.
No, this is Sonic. There is no slowdown. You screwed up because you slowed down. Was that a whale?
Probably. Yes. And you get pursued by it a little bit here in just a second.
That's so jank. Why would a whale want to eat a Sonically hedgehog? And why is a hedgehog this fast?
No idea, but apparently he's the fastest thing in the world and he can't catch anything.
So what I'm hearing is to survive the coronavirus, we need to adopt the Sonic way by being faster than the virus.
Alright. So, by the way,
You died. You fell
Ah.
off like an idiot.
nope. By the way, 100 rings gives you an extra life, and really, it's if you know the game fairly well, you won't die too often in the early stages. That's why you'll see me try to collect as many rings as possible.
This is also another one of those, you follow the feathers, rings, or whatever to know where to go.
Something like that, yeah.
There was no, hey, you need to go to the land of Ort to figure out what to do about the dogs eating the people. It was, follow these rings to the land of Ort to save the dogs from eating the people. Is that penguin chasing you?
Actually, they're collectibles, sort of. Like you, somehow or another, like you save the animals in this game.
The hedgehog is saving the animals.
Something like that, except for monkeys, they're evil.
Screw those monkeys. Monkeys don't exist. Monkeys are a figment of the government made to track people. What, no comment?
Yeah, no comment.
They kind of look like the monkeys from Sly 1.
Which ones? The
ones that you brutally murdered for no reason.
Ah, yes. They kind of do look that way.
Panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3.
Oh, by the way, this orb of light basically tells you what to do when you don't know what to do.
How can an orb of light speak?
No idea. But
You missed
apparently
it.
it has a female voice.
Maybe it's a hot orb of light.
Do you imagine dating just an orb of light? You know?
That's some Rick and Morty shit right there.
Like, I mean, could you imagine doing all the things involved in dating an orb of light?
Did he just do the Naruto run?
Maybe.
Why is he so excited? He just got to a point on the beach.
He found his friend.
And he was excited because he died. Well, I guess we're gonna get his shit. Now we get to fly with our assholes.
Hey, Sonic! Long time no see, huh?
I'm just glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system. It's got a few bugs to iron out.
Why not just use my plane, the Tornado?
Thanks, but you gotta check out my newest power supply. Ta-da!
Where'd he pull that out of?
A Chaos Emerald!
His ass, perhaps.
Yep, I just
Oh.
happened to find one of the 7 emeralds during one of my test flights. This thing's got unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged! You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic. I've got something I've gotta show you. It's in the Mystic Ruins, the fastest way is by train. Let's go!
Two things I want to point out here.
Tails
First
sounds
of-
like an asshole.
First of all, Tails kind of sounds like it belongs on a Charlie Brown cartoon.
That's because he does belong on a Charlie Brown tune.
Like the voice sounds like it comes straight out of a Charlie Brown cartoon. Second of all, every character has their own theme song. So I Wanna Fly High is actually Tails' theme song.
I mean, it makes sense because it's a fox that flies.
Yeah, and he flies with his ass, as you just said a minute ago.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes,
you can.
use a gas propulsion system.
Take the train to the Mystic Ruins.
Anyway, the Orb of Light tells us to take the train to the Mystic Ruins, and we're off.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing.
Is that a little
soon.
Japanese girl waiting to go to school?
No idea.
Are we in Japan? Country
I
are
don't
we
think
in?
so. I don't think so, but could be anywhere.
True.
Anyway, believe it or not, Eggman was not called Eggman until this game, and it wasn't until an upcoming scene.
Tails' workshop should be around here somewhere.
You're an orb of light. You're supposed to know this shit. Why do you not know where Tails is? Wait, you're Sonic. Why do you not know where Tails' workshop is? And why is he running like an idiot?
If it isn't Sonic!
Look, it's a giant talking egg.
Silence! I am Dr. Robotnik, the greatest scientific genius in the world!
Whatever you say, Eggman.
Enough! I've got big plans, and now I'm gonna put them to work!
You're always up to no good. Now what do you want?
I want all of the Chaos Emeralds! Better not interfere! Or else!
Or else what, you big loser?
Or else I'll take them from you by force! The hard way!
Threaten me with a good time.
And alright, already we have another boss fight.
And we're only less than 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah. We're fighting the Egg Hornet.
Which is Dr. Robotnik in a giant mech.
Yep. And by the way, that was the first time he was ever called Eggman, by the way.
Interesting.
Full power! Ah!
And if you notice, he kind of takes the name he kind of takes it proudly. He names all of his stuff like after eggs. Like the Egg Hornet.
Yep. The real question is, what does he want to do with all those Chaos Crystals?
You'll find out in a minute.
Ah, he's not gonna get away with this!
And it might explain to you the intro of the game. The intro
Well,
FMV.
Robotnik is actually a really good guy and Sonic's just a dick.
No,
All systems, full power!
you'll see.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Go play with him some other time? That sounds so dirty.
It kind of does.
Even his egg
Well,
Thrusts.
that wasn't so hard.
Aha!
Oh no!
Where'd it go?
Come on, Chaos!
It's apparently floating in his hand.
Chaos?
Oh look, it's Balls for Eyes Johnson.
Oh no, isn't that the same monster I saw the other day?
Oh, yes! It's just as the stone tablets predicted! His strength increases every time I feed him a Chaos Emerald! With all 7 emeralds in him, he'll be invincible! And work for me! Together, we'll destroy Station Square! And on its ruins, I'll build Robotnik Land, the ultimate city, where I will rule it all! Come on, Chaos! Let's find another emerald, shall we?
Honestly, Robotnik Land doesn't sound that bad.
Sonic! We can't let him get away with this, can we?
No way, Tails!
Without more emeralds, the monster can't transform. So, it's up to us to get the emeralds before Eggman does, huh?
Something I should say about this next part is that, I mean, number one, all the characters in this game are morons. Do you see this little thing right here?
Uh-huh.
The first time I ever played this game, about a year ago, I didn't know what the hell this was for, and ended up getting it stuck in a wall. And that's where I kind of just gave up. Anyway, what you're actually supposed to do with it is you bring it over here, and it unlocks the next level, next action stage for you.
Imagine if
Windy
everybody
Valley.
in the world talked and walked and acted like the characters in this game.
Oh, the world would be either hilarious or a mess.
That would be total cluster.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to censor that, or figure out a way to censor that.
With a bleep button.
Making an invisible path. Don't be afraid.
Sadly, I do not have one of those.
They make one for your phone.
Oh well, I'll leave it in.
That just destroy itself.
Actually, there's a tornado over here.
That's not how tornadoes work, but okay.
And guess what? We get stuck inside of it.
Head straight up. You should be able to get out of the tornado.
Like, somebody in Japan that had no idea how tornadoes work made this game.
Jump on panel number 1. It will take you to panels 2 and 3. Jump as soon as you land on a panel or else you'll fall.
Japan's understanding of American culture is very,
Broken?
yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't understand tornado. Better just make a game about tornado.
Pretty much. Like how they interpret everything about America is like, I don't know, kind of.
I can tell you exactly how Japan interprets America.
How?
Oh, you stupid Americans, look at them. They think this is good. This is actually crap. You would sell them our crap.
Yeah, they actually do think of us as stupid. Believe it or not, they actually made after the first ever Final Fantasy game was released in the United States and didn't have a very good audience. A lot of the Japanese made an assumption that we didn't understand the game.
I can believe it.
What?
I mean, I can believe it. One of...
Yeah?
What in the world? It's like they don't understand how wind works either.
You were saying no?
One of my parents' neighbor's daughter went to work in Japan as a quality control person for one of the car manufacturers.
Yes.
And when she got there, they just assumed she was a dumbass
Makes sense.
because she was from America and she had an American schooling. You're like, oh, you don't understand or quality, because in Japan they take quality to a whole new level.
I know they do.
And this is why every car that I own was manufactured in Japan.
Yeah, I know. Japan, while going to school for industrial engineering technology, I actually learned quite a bit about, number one, just-in-time manufacturing, as well as Six Sigma manufacturing.
Yeah.
Six Sigma is like 6 defective units out of every million units created.
Yeah.
Or manufactured. And I think, and just in time is also a fantastic way of, is actually a fantastic manufacturing method. Now, as far as them treating us like we're stupid, that's something else entirely. They are geniuses, though. I will say that.
If I remember correctly, Toyota's the one that came up with just-in-time manufacturing.
I think so, yes.
And in the days of yore, the GM and other American companies went over to study just-in-time manufacturing so they could try to make their cars better.
Yeah, and our interpretation of just-in-time manufacturing kind of sucks.
Our interpretation of just-in-time manufacturing was, we're not going to give you any more time
Find something.
than what we think it's going to take you to make this part. And if you screw up, well, then you screw up everybody and you're fired.
Yeah. Whereas just-in-time is actually about reducing waste and making stuff when it's needed, rather than making stuff when it's like, making like 1,000 units of something before they're actually needed, you know?
Yeah. What you do is you make 1,000 units when you need 1,000 units.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they get to the line exactly when they need to be at the line so that there's nothing just sitting. You
Yeah.
can use less of a space so that you can get more created in a tighter space, which is important to Japan because they're on an island. They don't have a lot of space.
Somewhere in the
Yeah.
city where you can
Although-
go down into the sewer.
Now she's telling us we need to get into the sewer for something, and no, we don't have a sewer level.
Good, because you know what's worse than water levels?
Depends, but it can be sewer levels, and it can be ice levels.
I would rather deal with an ice level because at least you don't have to smell the shit.
I hate ice levels.
Why? You get to run around like an idiot and you can't get around. What are those?
Now you've got light speed shoes. Press and hold the action button to store up power. Once you have enough power, release the button and you can do the light speed dash. The light speed dash lets you race toward rings at light speed. As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about anywhere.
As
Light
long
speed
as
shoes.
somebody in front of you put rings down, you can run as fast as the wind.
There you go. Oh. By the way, this guy's telling you not to use his back door. That has
guy's name is Fat Ass Johnson.
also, there's a little emblem in here. That's needed for 100% completion, which we are not doing during this run. Oh, by the way, you can kind of ride on the cars.
That's so much better than... What in the world is that?
You
What is
slide
that
off.
trickery?
You slide off very easily.
That was not sliding off. That was defying the laws of physics and riding sideways.
Anyway, something to go along with the light speed shoes is kind of in that thing, in that behind that door over there. And you need the light speed dash to get it.
So who just puts random
This is the
rings
crystal
around?
button. This
No
reduces
idea.
the time needed to store power for the light speed dash.
This is actually fairly useful because it takes a lot less time to actually use the light speed dash.
So the question is, does the bank manager also know how to light speed dash since he put his switch so far away from the door?
That's a hotel manager.
Same question, different word. As hotel manager.
No idea, because apparently the only way you can get up there is a light speed dash. A carefully timed light speed dash.
You can't
Anyway.
ride that car, he's not going anywhere.
Anyway,
Oh, they actually are. What? They park? What in the world? What? What?
anyway, next time on Sonic the Hedgehog, on Sonic Adventure, we are going to play through some more levels. Play through some more action stages. We'll be actually going to the casino next time. And speaking of ice levels, we will also be going to an ice level.
Ew!
So, next time we'll be doing that. Anyway, this is Justinian the Great and Sam the Car Guy signing off. Stay safe, and I'll
Thank
see
you
you guys
for-
next time.
Thank you for watching Sonky the Hedgehog. I like pudding.